Come have fun with us and don't forget to subscribe.
What's up everybody, I'm Rick.
And I'm Anna.
And welcome to our review of Naruto Shippuden episode 170 and 171. Anna?
Yes.
Of course, we're watching Naruto Shippuden as part of our
Bucket list goal.
bucket list of anime, of 101 anime that we want to watch in our lifetime. This is one anime that was added specifically for you because you hadn't watched Naruto before.
I hadn't.
But I had, and so it's on the list. And I've been enjoying watching your, your journey through this anime. But today,
I've been enjoying this journey through this anime myself. Yeah.
Well, the journey is not over, right? And today we're going to be reviewing episode 170, 171 because those two episodes, Anna, are fillers.
Yeah.
So what we usually do for fillers, or more than one episode fillers, is that we watch them by ourselves and then review them afterward. Usually it's longer arcs. Here it was just these two episodes.
Yeah.
Snug here in the middle.
It was a little like a cute kind of side story.
Mm-hmm. And so 170, 171, Big Adventure, The Quest for the Fourth Hokage's Legacy, are two episodes in which Naruto, after hearing Jiraiya talk about the Fourth Hokage's legacy, goes on a quest to find it because he thinks it'll help him at the Chunin exam. We're in the past in these two episodes.
Yeah, we're like all the way during the Chunin exam. Yeah. It's been a long time.
Mm-hmm. The last part of the Chunin exam. And so on his adventure, he meets some other ninja, guy who actually sends him on this, quest. But also Team 10, Shikamaru, Choji, who compete with him and this adventure to try to get the Fourth Hokage's legacy. And now we watched these two episodes, and I'm going to be asking you now, what did you think of them?
Not much. I don't think there's much to think of it. No, I mean, it's a cute little story. I think that the interesting aspect of it is that, we have recently found more information about the Fourth Hokage and his relation to Naruto and the fact that he was the one. I mean, we found that a while ago, but at that time, we didn't know that it was the Fourth Hokage who put the nine tail in Naruto, and obviously not that it's his father and all of that.
You didn't know.
Well, you didn't know the first time you watched.
The first time I watched, I didn't know, of course.
But like now we know all of these things, and it's a kind of like interesting to look back and think like, oh, Naruto actually heard that before, like. I think it's interesting, but other than that, it's just like a little side quest. There's nothing at stake in this. It's just that they're just going on like a little adventure between the six of them.
Yeah, even the villains, these other rain ninjas, they're kind of like there and gone and then get defeated by Sasuke.
It also reminds us, I think, a little bit of what the strength balance was between the different kids at that point in time, that Sasuke just came in and was like,
wipe them. Yeah.
I'm gonna take care of all of these guys while the others,
I think it's nice as a way to just, bask in the nostalgia, even though like it hasn't been that long since you watched that part. But, if you were watching weekly, right, it had been years since the Chunin exam. And like, oh, I remember when they were young and when they were,
Right, when they didn't have all these problems.
They had problems, but it was a bit more goofy, right? You see it right there in those two episodes. The level of stakes, like you said, is lower. It's not an enemy that's destroying the village or anything. Right. Though, to be fair, after the Chunin exam, the village...
Yes, that happened.
Kind of gets destroyed.
But even if you think of it in those terms, it was before the first major, event of this scale, battle of this scale ever happened. So at that time, they were still like, so innocent.
The one thing that while watching I found interesting in relation to what we just learned about, or what you just learned about, when the Fourth and Naruto meet and he tells him like, oh, I put the nine tail in you for a reason. And then we had that conversation about the fact that, nobody told him the nine tail fox was inside of him. Nobody tried to help him like train or something, use it, except for Jiraiya. And when you see the scene at the beginning of these two fillers, you remember, right? Jiraiya, as soon as he meets Naruto, he starts training him, and one of the first things he tries to teach him is to control the nine tails chakra, right? So it's interesting to think, right? That was the only person who did something.
When you know also the story, like we saw the flashbacks with Jiraiya and the fourth Hokage, you know, you realize how much Minato meant to him, to Jiraiya, then you understand how much Naruto means to him. And now you know that, you know, like before when we first saw the interaction between Naruto and Jiraiya, you know, the very beginning, we didn't really have that feeling that Jiraiya cares so much about Naruto. But like knowing everything else, we understand why, and you understand why he would be also probably the only one who would actually want to help Naruto go on the path that his father had intended for him.
Anyway, final thoughts, Anna, on this pair of fillers. Did you enjoy them? Did you not?
I enjoyed them overall. I think there's a lot less issues or contradictions or stuff to pick up at, you know. So it's just like a little, like I said, like a little side story. It plays very well on the nostalgia element, obviously. I feel like in that sense, it's more like the kind of fillers that you would want to see, you know. It doesn't like contradict anything. It doesn't replay the Naruto story again and again, but just like with other characters, you know, like so many other fillers have done. It's just, it's nice, it's refreshing.
Yeah, I think it's a nice palate cleanser. I think it's funny and it's just, you know, a nice little watch. I think it's a misplaced palate cleanser.
Yeah.
I think they should have, you know, either kept that for, you know, after the events that we're watching now, because we're deep in the thick of it right now, right? So
yeah,
maybe move it, you know, a little bit. It feels like
it's right in the middle of the action there, you know? It could have been like a little bit before when there was a break in the fight or something, or just like right after.
Oh no, not even. Once the fight started, you don't interrupt.
Yeah, no, right? I mean like after, not when the fight with Naruto started, but like maybe after Ben arrives and there's like a little bit of a passage, you know, there are like sections. I feel like maybe somewhere else would have been better, even if you wanted to put it here during this fight, just like not right in the middle of, like they just started the conversation, you know?
Yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't have put it anywhere. Once Pain arrived in Konoha, then you just let the whole event unfold, but maybe before that, right, or after. But we shall see what those new episodes starting with 172 have in store for you. Those will be back to regular reactions. So if you want to be there for those reactions, we invite you to
subscribe to this channel. The button is down below.
Like this video if you did. Comment in the comment section below and have a nice day.